What's going on, my people? We live. What's up? Desert, my brother. What it do? What it do? How you doing? Ooh, excuse me. We just getting the ball rolling for the night, man. Just checking in with the people. Hope your night going good, my brother. Haven't got my notifications of it. Oh, shit. I just ran my first one in the last few days. I think I seen you in my last one. Yeah. I haven't been running them as I'm supposed to be. So yeah, you ain't been missing nothing, pretty much. I ran me one earlier, and this would be my second one today. I was trying to do three, but we just squeezing in too tight. Still alive and me cutting my hair and beard. What? You tried for another 45? Facts, facts. Still alive and cutting the hair. That's what's up. What you what you took some off, or you was just shaping up? You didn't change the look up on us. Wanna come say hello? Don't touch shit. Come on. You don't know what he wanna do. See, look, immediately touching shit. Come on. Just something different. I feel you. I feel you. Gotta respect that. I've been trying to switch it up myself. Been letting the lady braid up my hair, all type of shit. Stuff I don't usually do. So I definitely feel you on that. I usually don't trust myself to do my lineups and all that though. I usually leave that to the actual barber chair. Everything else, yeah, I ain't tripping. That lineup, nah, I need that right. That's a skill I feel like every dude should have, but I definitely got to get my skill together on that. How is he scratching that little bro? Yeah, man, how everybody doing tonight? What y'all got going on, man? I figured I'd just sit out here until it get a little too chilly for me. But we sitting good right now. It ain't too bad. We got a good day today. Weather wasn't too crazy. They say the next few days it's supposed to be rainy and cold. That's why I said fuck it. I was trying to get as much time in as I could today. But I'm trying to get me a little indoor setup too, so I can start running some indoor streams. Be way more versatile with it. I wanted to do like a little wall setup or something, but yeah, I was trying to avoid doing just the carpet floor stream. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against it, just that's what I was trying to refrain from. That was kind of something I would was going to do this last resort if I said fuck it, but I wanted to do a setup of some sort, table, something. Yeah, we gonna see how that go. Yeah, one of these days, especially if it's raining too bad or something, I might just say fuck it, get that out the way. Now I'm kind of regretting it. I feel like I should have kind of brought more outside. I don't know. What up, Brantley? How you doing, my brother? Hope the night going good for you. Drink something cold. I'm out here yawning and shit. I was not just yawning. But yeah, man. How are my folks doing tonight? You said what's the temps? Let me see. Right now I'm sitting at. Oh wow, I'm tripping. I'm sitting at a smooth 60, 59. So like I said, right now it ain't as bad as it seemed. Middle of the night we gonna see like 52. So nothing terrible. I think right now our lowest for the week is gonna be 44. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Just a bunch of rain. Our highs is gonna be about 75, 76, a little bit of 77. Had a day off before I had to hustle the rest of the week. Facts. Respect my brother. That's good though. That's good though. Using your sit down time wisely. Definitely got to keep that energy right, especially when you know it's coming. 53 right now, so I tend to red fat. See, yeah, my weather be lying to me. Sometimes it'll be like, oh yeah, you got an 80% chance in a few hours. And then you check back, man, it should be gone. So I always keep a not a necessarily close eye because usually we good. But like if it say it's gonna rain, I usually quadruple check that on the T on that one because yeah, my weather app be lying. Even if I use the AccuWeather, sometimes it'll say one thing, you check back a few hours later, it's gone. Like it was never there. Reflex by FN, yes sir. I heard good things about that reflex. That's one I haven't had in my hands, but I heard good things. But now, yeah, I'm glad we get some clear skies right now. I'm mad I missed all them auroras. People kept talking about. We had them out here a few nights ago, and I kept falling asleep and missing it. And I don't know exactly if it's still a thing right now. They were saying you got to use your phone camera to see it, or like to get the best view of it, I guess. But yeah, I'm mad I missed out on all that because I thought that shit. I always wanted to see something like that. Come on, North George, I put it in your hands. Nah, facts. Shit, like I said, when I get mobile, man, I'm gonna be that type of person. I'm like, shit, I could try to go shoot with a bunch of people. I'll be like, yeah, what's up? I'll be out there in the week, you know what I'm saying? Get ready. with the shutter time lapse lens. Okay. We got a good bit of cloud cover right now, so I'm probably shit out of luck tonight. We got a good bit of peek through. I might be able to catch something like through the clouds, but I'm not sure how that works. If it's like a static electricity thing where it might just interfere with the camera. I don't know, but our news folks were sharing some beautiful pictures that people was catching. I just wanted to see it with my own eyes. Like some of them pictures was from like right up the street from me, so I know it was here. Shit, my ass just I was gonna go back outside. I fell asleep. They was like, yeah, you gotta come out by 1:30 in the morning to catch it right on time. I'm like, okay. I missed it. That's some fun stuff. I really like popping off the shockwave. That shockwave is ooh wee. That shockwave is a motherfucker. I feel you. Now I always say I have not touched 12 gauge yet. I have a 12 gauge. I haven't shot 12 gauge just yet. So I know I'm gonna probably have a good bit of fun getting into it. Cause I'm not necessarily scared of it or anything of the sorts. I just never took it to the range. I haven't had the shotgun for long, and usually when I'm at the range, just usually all our folks just nobody has 12 gauge. So I just never threw it. But I feel like once I do, I'm gonna like it. 3-inch Magnum, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna start with a three, my brother. I think what I got upstairs is 2 and 3/4 Super X. That's what I have. And I wasn't even sure if I should try that first because they're slugs. I didn't necessarily want to toss a slug first unless that was the best idea. I've been asking questions on this too because I'm a smaller structured dude, so I've been trying to find info from smaller structured dudes. You know what I'm saying? To see like if I should start with some smaller cast bird shot, something like that, just to get the introduction and then step up to some in between shells. Maybe throw a slug in the mix just to see how I like it. I don't want to scare myself away from it. You know what I'm saying? A lightly used PX4 Storm, strange looking. The PX4 Storm, I've heard that name so many times. I might have to look that up real quick. And then an IWI Desert Eagle 9mm looks nice. Desert Eagle 9mm is crazy. That's crazy. Hold on real quick. I do want to see this PX4 Storm though. PX4 Storm. I've heard this. Where have I heard this? Okay, that's Beretta. Oh, this funky thing. Yes, got you. I know what this is. I've never seen one of these in person, but I do know what that is. Got you. Here in my range, they won't let you shoot anything but slugs and buckshot. Really? Shit, that might be why they don't bring them. Like I said, I usually don't see them at the range to even ask to shoot any. Like I never bring mine. For my purposes, I've been up training with my platforms and calibers, so I might start with my small compacts, work my way up. Then I'm doing full size training and all that. And I bought the 12 gauge to have it for the training point when I got to it. So I just haven't got to that point just yet. You know what I'm saying? But once I get there, then I'm trying to have basically everything already ready. I don't gotta go buy a shotgun. I ain't gotta really worry about too much. It's just we're gonna show up and get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He said you want to use 10 gauge. Oh my god. Now I know them tens is fire too now. I don't know if it's twice as much punch. I don't know how exactly that works, but I know that's more. I ain't messing with that. 9mm Desert Eagle. Excellent condition. Other five cheesies. That's crazy. I say do it just for the inertia behind it. Like the 9mm Desert Eagle is crazy. That's a crazy one. I do not hear about that often for sure. First shot makes too big a mess. Feel that. Makes sense. Makes sense. Grilled cheese, what's up, my brother? Man, how you doing? How you doing? Which 12 do I have? I have the partner. I might be saying that wrong. The partner, Pardner. The pump 12 gauge. Uh, I don't think it has a specific model behind it. Not off the top of my head. It's the partner pump action. It says something else on the barrel, but I can't get it off the top of my head right now. I was gonna bring it downstairs, put it on my first live, but I didn't do it. But yeah, it's a very nice shotgun. I always hear it's a clone of the 870, I believe, and I could run a lot of the parts and pieces. So if I ever have issues, I shouldn't really have to look for parts. You know what I'm saying? I could just run a lot of the Mossberg stuff. Uh, like I've taken it to places. I've asked questions, made sure I was good, had the headspace checked, all that good stuff. I just haven't ran it. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you, grilled cheese. The H&R. Yes. I kept saying partner. Yes, the H&R partner. Sorry. Yes, appreciate that. But yeah, that one. And like I said, all I got so far for it is some Winchester Super X. So I wanted to maybe get something a little lighter. I just wasn't sure. Cause I'm not sure exactly how the double lots and all that work just yet. I'm still getting my math on that. So I wasn't exactly sure what to grab. So you'll be just fine. Facts, facts, facts. I feel like, I'm confident in it. I can't say I'm confident with it just yet, but I'm confident in it. Like I said, I had most of that fact checked. I've got it looked at, and I maybe brought it to the range I think twice, but just never pulled it out and shot it. Said the 3 inch won't even hurt you. That's what she said. But nah. I get you though. I think mine, like I said, are 2 3/4, and that's just when I look at some of them because they got the open face on them. Yeah, just them slugs look nasty. So it do make me a little like ooh wee. But uh, I don't think I'd be too scared to just say fuck it and do it just to get it over with. He said you got one great for the dog hair. Okay, got you. Like I said, I haven't been sitting on it too long, but pretty much right now I'm just taking care of it, making sure it's in staying in good condition because it's pretty much just sitting right now. But I told myself next time I went to the range to do any type of shooting, I was gonna bring it and at least record myself getting my first shots of 12 gauge in. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, yeah. Even as a kid, getting taught how to shoot, all that, they started me with a bunch of rifles and stuff, and never put a 12 gauge in my hands. Oh wow, you beat me to it. Bring the camera, make a sure to your first shot. Type shit. Yep, that's what I planned. That's what I planned. Yeah. That's pretty much my extent of shotguns right now. Maybe if you count the 410, if you guys count 410, I mean, I guess you could say that. I had the Rossi 410, a single shot, and I put a shit ton of rounds through that. But you know, I got 410 pistols. I got a shit ton of 410s already. So the 410 shotgun wasn't really new to my shoulder or to me. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to count that, I guess you would say I do have experience with a 410 shotgun, but not a 12 gauge or a 10 gauge of anything of that sort. But the punch out of that 410 wasn't barely anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll pass that to my lady just to have fun with. Like that punch wasn't scary at all. It says shoot low brass target. Low brass target ammo. I might have to look into this. Super fun, very low recoil. It's a quick joke. Got you, got you. Yeah, the quick joke is what I always hear. I always hear it's a lot more sharp, like especially the crack of the round going off. You know what I'm saying? I always hear that's more sharp. Don't know what the fuck he got going on. But 410 is a shotgun. Okay, yep. Hearing 2 out of 3. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, I guess I can't say that then. Cause I mean the Rossi is a shotgun, so at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I can't just, throw that out. But you know how some people say they be like, nah, bro, it's 410, that don't count. Yeah. But as far as I would say felt power, recoil, all of that, that's what I haven't experienced just yet. But I feel like with some of the shit that I have shot, I mean, if you if any of your brothers here have shot something like a 450 or of course like an AR 308, if that would be more recoil than a 12 gauge punch from a full size shotgun to the shoulder, then facts, I damn sure wouldn't be scared of it. Then you know what I'm saying? I've sat there and put 300 rounds of 308 straight through. You know what I'm saying? And shoulder would be just fine. Like I love that shit. So if I could shoot a 12 gauge, especially just once or twice, and it's not really gonna make me terrified of it, then yeah. But I don't see people my size in person shooting 12 gauge a lot. So I don't really have much to back myself on. I make wax slugs out of those. Recoil still nothing. What? Some wax slugs. That sound crazy. Yeah, they make some low recoil 12. I got a box of older 12 gauge ones, but not the 1800s ones. Those have brass shells with pyrodex. Jeez, the pyrodex is crazy. But that's y'all basically saying yeah what I'm trying to get into. I want to get into the low recoil ones first and then work my way up. I wouldn't necessarily probably back them up after each other. I probably do like say just like a 5 and 5. Just throw five. Be like, okay, yeah, this is this. I'm cool with holding it. This is pulling the trigger. This is light recoil. I bet. And then I'll be like, okay, yeah, this is the full thing. I bet we going in full, full send type shit, type shit. Said you love 410. Yeah, I like 410. I got the judge. I had the governor. I sold the governor. Uh, the Rossi was one of my favorites just because of how accurate it was, first of all, and then it was pretty good out at distance for a single shot. Um, I ran through a couple of 410, uh, just smaller rifles back in the day that I don't have anymore. But for the most part, I like them and just had them on the sideline. A lot of the times when I was trying to get into newer pistols, once I started getting my collection up, I was using them for trade value and stuff like that. So a lot of mine got no more. But I would spend back on pretty much every last one of them. You could probably spend some money on turkey loads. The turkey loaves, I think, is what I have for 410. So if I could find that in 12, yeah, facts. What's up, Derek? Oh, damn, you retracted it. I don't know what you said, my brother, but what up, though? Like TSX, I think they're called, outrageously priced. Shit, let me screenshot that. I saved that. Look into it. They from Federal. Okay. You got some short shooting wax slugs. They hold together, punch holes in steel, wax, and caviar. What? Yeah, girl, I'm about to have to look into that. Let me screenshot that too so I know to spin back on your page real quick. Because, yeah, I need to see that. The wax slugs is intriguing me right now. That's one I don't think I've heard. Oh, there you go, Derek. What's up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? XTC, what up? What up? Said you picked up a 35 Wheeling. I've heard that maybe from Desert in conversation, maybe somebody asking about one or him saying it before. I don't know what that is though. You have to pour the shot into hot wax and then spoon it back in. Okay, makes sense. Damn. Hold on now. That's crazy. Hold on, I had to read it and then I had to visualize it and then now I'm seeing it. Oh shit, that fucks. Okay, got you. Ooh shit, that's a crazy one. Yeah, I gotta go see that. Said you good. That's good, partner. Can't complain myself. Said a bit obscure around similar ballistic to 30-06 out to a certain distance. Okay. Maybe I can't remember exactly where I've heard it, but I've definitely heard it before. Oh, so that's a caliber, not a specific rifle. He said that sounds tedious. Depends on how many you doing. If you making a collection of them, yeah, facts. Just be careful, yeah, because you dealing with uh, I wouldn't want to say heavy, big E word, but light big E word. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta be careful mixing up the powders and shit. A front end cutter for the shells. Are you meaning that go all the way around the outside of the shell so you can open it safely? Is that what you mean? That's how I'm understanding it. Yeah, and then facts, the hot wax. That's the main thing. Yeah, be careful with that. Craziest shells you got is the SST Hornady 20 gauge. Hold on, I gotta see that one real quick. The SST Hornady. Hold on now. That just sound crazy. You said it's 20, not 12. Designed for use in fully rifled shotgun barrels. Got you. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Oh my God. There you go. 2 3/4. Sheesh. That looked like one of my Beowulfs. That looked like the 450 or a Beowulf. That gotta be bigger though. That definitely gotta be bigger coming out of a 12 gauge. Sheesh, that's a motherfucker right there. Yeah, that's a big round. I don't know if I can do this, but fuck it, 250 grain. I think I'm pushing. Yeah, I'm pushing 250 grains out to 450. Facts. I can push 300, 250, 285, and I think 320 is like the max. But that's nasty. I'm looking at this guy. Fuck it, I'll put the other phone in. We just on Google Images. I'm looking at that guy right there. That's a nasty motherfucker. Boy. They make that for 12 gauge too. Sheesh. Some SST 300 Savage. Believe that's what they are. That's a crazy looking round right there. That's a nasty one. Shut up, Siri. I like that. I was just saying I like big, heavy recoil shit. That's that. Yeah, I like that. That's where I'm kind of scared with the shotguns a little bit. Is I don't want to get too deep into that one and start getting all these crazy shells and looking at something and I'm like, ooh, I want to see what that shoot like. And then sometimes I hear some of that shit be damn $40, $50 just for 5 shots, all type of shit. You want to experience it or just to know if it's cool. Like, nah, that I'm kind of iffy on. I don't really do that with my crazy AR calibers. I get a couple of rounds that I know gonna work, and I'm cool. But I don't really see too many ballistic tips and all that, and feel like I have to try it. But I ain't gonna lie, I just looked at that, and if I if I was comfortable in 12 gauge, I might have had to grab some of them because I like that. That's a crazy motherfucker. Now the 300 Savage is one I kind of skip over a lot. If I could do an AR and 300 Savage, oh my. I probably could. I would just have to find all the parts and pieces. I would just have to locate everything. Knowing me, I probably would just like be against buying an AR all out. Just a full branded one. I would probably go find parts and pieces and do it myself. Brookside, what's up, my brother? Oh damn, it is 11:30. Hey, babe, I see you. Fuck. Damn, it's only been 33 minutes. Fuck. So I would reload my own stuff so I could do the recoil. 25 grand for long shot powder and AQ slugs. That's might have to look up. Oh, accurate slug. Got you. Probably the most accurate slug. Oh, AQ slug. Probably the most accurate slugs I've ever shot in a smooth bore. See, yeah. Um, I guess that helps my understanding too, because when I just looked up the round that Brantley was just mentioning, the the Google AI was just saying that that specific round was basically created for fully rifled barrels, and that's where it performs the best. So you were saying the flip side of that, to you can use smaller grains even in the smooth bore, and it'll still perform basically the full capacity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm understanding that. Shit, Bradley, I'm in North Carolina, my brother. If I'm correct, you said you was in Georgia. I think we right next to each other, type shit. Well, I'm like middle Carolina type shit. I ain't too far close to the yo parts. Something like that, I guess, Brookside. Like I said, I'm not too versed, my brother. I've heard of the say about rounds and all that, but I don't know how to identify. I'm not sure exactly what the verse is when it comes to that. More in the east. Oh yeah, so yeah, we opposite sides type. Yeah, but I always tell Papa the same thing. Once I get mobile, I'm coming that way. A couple of y'all gonna be my first stop, or I'm like, shit, let's all meet in the middle real quick. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? Clearly, what? You said it got the rifle tail on it. Okay. I'm picturing if it's a tipped round. I'm assuming you mean in the actual base is rifle. The actual part that's coming in contact with the barrel is rifle, but the tip is what you would call smooth, I guess. Oh, not well versed. Yeah. I mean, shit. I'm honest about it. I'm gonna tell you what I know and don't know. You know what I'm saying? Less than an hour from Atlanta. Okay, facts, facts. We shoot to basically outside of Atlanta more than anything. So yeah, facts. That's the yeah. Like I said, one of them times. I can't say sometime extremely soon, but shit, one of these days, I'm like, oh yeah, where y'all at? I might have to pop down to Texas real quick. It's too many folks in Texas where I'm like, hell nah, bro, ain't no way. I'm in the center, bro. Where y'all at? I'll come to where you at, or we finna meet halfway. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sells the AQ pre-made. You have to load them yourself. Okay. Not sure exactly what the AQ is. Fuck autocorrect type shit, type shit. I'm more just laugh at it. I pretty much understand what y'all saying though. Got some set Sabbaths. Haven't tried them yet. But I've tried some pretty wicked Sabbath hand loads. Okay, okay. Y'all might have to update me on exactly what the Sabot is. I might be butchering the fuck out of even the saying this word correctly. I hear people say it like it got a V in it, like Savot, but then Sabot in a whole bunch of ways. So I'm not exactly sure. Nah, man. You looking at a IO Inc, my brother. Still a 7.62 though. But that's actually local to where I am. That's a North Carolina stamp. That's not a foreign made or nothing like that. That's a USA. That is 12 gauge. Sabal. Oh, you took it back. You might have a better way to say it. I'm assuming. Okay. Sabal. Okay. So the T is a W type shit. Sabal. I was assuming they might be, I guess, the same category or same frequency as a what you would call a slap round. Maybe different internals to the casing, something to that effect, like bow and arrow, sabo. Okay. Oh, sabo. Okay. What the fuck was I saying? Sabo, sabo, sabo. My bad. My bad. I was way too set in saying that correctly. All right. Sabo. Got you. I am only about an hour and 15 from where they manufacture the Glocks. What? Shit, do they do tours? That'd be a cool one. Standard projectile and shotgun shell. You use a rifle barrel and a projectile spins just like a high power rifle. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Sheesh, Dan. I'm assuming you might not be saying double your velocity or nothing to that effect. But I'm assuming that's a lot more power than uh running a caliber out of a smoothbore. That if you rifling it, that must speed the fuck out of it. Less than 30 minutes from where they make the RIP bullets. What? I didn't even know that came from Georgia. Well, so many different companies make them now. Which ones is the original? I forgot the name of them. Not Hornady. The ones I carry are Hornady, but I know those aren't the original. Nah, May, that's a 16 and a half. The full size AR, that's an AR-10, my brother. That's the Delton Echo in 308. It's less about power, more about accuracy. Facts. Got you on that too. The spinning stabilizes the projectiles. Makes sense. I didn't exactly think of that until you said it. So, but yeah, that definitely make more sense. Twist rate, man. Hold on, real quick. Let me see if it's on the front of the barrel. That's something I haven't looked at on the Echo. A lot of my ARs are labeled on the front. This one is not. That is actually under the handguard. I would have to get my light and actually look up in there. And I don't want to lie to you. Damn, I looked at it and I should know it because when I first got that barrel, I had it put on. My original barrel for the Echo was in 7.62 NATO, and I had it switched over to 308. I know that's the same thing, but I wanted to throw my ballistic rounds and actually use it for full capacity 308. And I was told that that was a terrible idea, so I just went ahead and switched it over. But as far as twist rate, it's labeled on the inside. I just can't tell you off the top of my head exactly what it is right now. My brain is screaming 1 to 12, but I know I'm wrong. It's not that. Made in Winder, Georgia. That's where the guy that got charged with the Durham and C murder was from. Oh, okay. Billy Sunday Burt. I've heard of that. I haven't really looked into it before though. Stay dangerous. What's up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? Hope the night going good for you. We was talking shotgun loads at the moment. I'm kind of getting taught about the different loads for the shotguns and different uses for different capabilities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just kind of taking internal notes with a lot of this talk right now. Was about to lay down. Just stop by real quick. Appreciate you, my brother. You know it's all love. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I'm just looking at the time too. Yep, about that time. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh damn, there she go. I was just texting you back. You like slugs and double lock buck? Ooh. Now, which one got more to it, the double lock or the slugs? I always hear slugs is so much more power, but I hear a lot of people run double lock. Like that's a lot of people's go to. but like the be all end all I always hear is the slugs. He was baptized at your great uncle's church. He was a pastor there. What? That's a crazy one. That's crazy. So yeah, you actually felt the connection to that. Fucking cold. Double up bucks, so you don't have to aim that much. So yeah, that's the where you hear folks get in the spread, or they get into using your chokes to dial it in a little bit more. Now, when I ask people about this topic, I don't usually get much answers. I've been looking into, I never get the name of these things right because they're not chokes. They go into the receiver end of the barrel and they let you shoot lower calibers out of your shotgun. They tell you not to do it rifle. Or I might be saying that backwards. They might tell you to do it rifle and not in the smooth bore. But it looks just like a slug. You could slide your rounds into it. Like the one I was looking at was for 454, and they had one for like 38 specials, stuff like that. And yeah, you slide it into like what looked like a shotgun slug. You know, you close your chamber and you could fire smaller calibers out of your shotgun type shit. I forgot exactly the name of it though. But usually when I ask people about this, they have no idea what I'm talking about. But I think I had it pulled up on either Brown Nails or something to that effect. It was a real small company that did it. Slugs for the one shot kill, yeah. What the little sheriff dude say? He was like a slug would take your shoulder off and put it across the room and all type of shit. Nah, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a one on be off what 95% of living things on the planet. You said you wouldn't trust it though. See, yeah, I mainly I forgot exactly even where I seen this. I got into this maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but I saw it and I just thought it was a super cool idea, and I'm like, oh, like even at the time I'm like, oh shit, I haven't shot a shotgun yet, but I could definitely get a shotgun and work my way up even in that capability. But uh, I have never seen content on it. I've never seen people run it. I think I maybe seen. Oh no 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 no! I'm remembering. I seen it on Demo Ranch. Demo Ranch did it. A long time ago, maybe 3 4 years ago, maybe probably longer than that. He did it, and that's what made me look it up. And when I looked it up, I couldn't really find much. I started asking questions and all that, and I found maybe one or two websites, and I had them saved in my tabs to come back to them type shit. And yeah, I tried to do some homework and all that, and I always came back empty handed. I'm just like, oh yeah, I wanted to do it. It seemed cool, but like you saying, it's a trust thing when it comes to that. Nah, slug a double up buck will give the person receiving it a bad day. I think that's a lot more than bad day, my brother. Ooh, I don't know too many stories of people walking away from them shotties. Maybe if you catch a leg or a foot shot, you know them dumb folks that don't really got too much muzzle confidence. You know, put it on, rest it on their foot or some shit. He said the wifey shoot slugs. Okay, okay, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. you know, like I said, I ain't really got no fear of it. I just haven't done it. I probably would pause for a second before I pull the trigger, you know, get right, be like, okay, yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm about to feel. That's probably the only anxiety is just not knowing how much recoil I'm finna feel. So, all right, whether it's good or bad, most likely I'm gonna pull the trigger and just be like, oh, all right. Even then, I'm only do one round, of course. So it's not like I could just be like, all right, I like this and just keep going. But like, we gonna see, we gonna see, we gonna see. Just don't buy birdshot for self defense. Yeah, nah, that one I know. Now I do have some random 20 gauge buckshot. What the fuck brand is that? It's a yellow casing. It's birdshot. Way smaller than a 12 gauge slug. Don't know much about it. I keep them in the same little box bag joint though, but way smaller rounds. Hold on, hold on, hold on. LOL. Is that a good Halo? That's what I have on the FN Reflex. Which one you talking about, Brantley? I'm not exactly sure what you asking. Got the semi-automatic AR-12, 6 rounds of slugs, and then 6 rounds of double out buck. That's nasty. That's a nasty one right there. Now I would definitely love to do a semi-automatic. The pump action, I gotta formulate an opinion first, but that's just where I felt like it was the smartest to start with for learning capabilities. The brand name is LOL Sun. Really? Halos are good optics. I have never heard of them. Not Holla Sun, but LOL Sun. What? Nah, yeah, that's new to me. I haven't heard of them. I need to look into that. I guess if you saying they're good, I might need to look into it. Once I get some cake back flowing, that's one of the first things I plan on looking into is getting some good glass on all my ARs and shit. I want to completely, besides the wood furniture, I might do that last. I was watching some videos. Uh, I want to do a Picatinny on the AR to run some optics. I want to completely switch out that dust cover and run a Picatinny. I don't really want to mount any sort of Picatinny to it. I might just switch out that whole cover. Must be a hard sun then. Which one you talking about? You talking about on the blackout, Brantley? If you're talking about the blackout, that's a primary arms. The 308 in the corner is a just a normal iron sight. It might look like an optic, but that's just a normal iron sight. Oh shit, what's up, J Dog? He said pause live. What the fuck? Now I've been on about 54 minutes. I was on way earlier, like 12, 1 o'clock type shit, but I was even assuming then everybody was at work and shit. I was just like fuck it at the time. My lady was asleep. I wasn't doing shit, so I was like fuck it. So yeah, right now y'all got me until lady going her 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna have to hop off and restart type shit. But I'm chilling. It ain't cold. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? But I will say now, just a fair warning, I just missed her 15. But when she go on her 30 at 12 something, I'm probably have to hop out if I'm still going. But she ain't missed much now. We was just talking shotguns at the moment. I always tell y'all I'm not well versed, so they was just giving me a little verse to the game. You know what I'm saying? We weren't really too deep into it, but I'm taking notes as we talk. Now, J Dog, I haven't really heard you talk too much about shotguns. I heard you say a couple that you liked, but I haven't heard you, talk too much about shooting 12 gauge or anything to that effect. He said, "Oh, shotguns, I'm out of here." So yeah, okay. So my statement stands. My statement stands. So yeah, I haven't heard you speak too much on the shotgun platform. So yeah, yeah, say. But you do got a pump action too. Okay, okay, okay. See, yeah, if I figure out I like it, I'm probably gonna step into a lot more shotguns. But at the moment, I'm cool with what I got. But just for the hot topic, I don't even know if somebody even like just God forbid, just speaking on the topic, like if I had to use it for house defense type shit, like human to human or automobile or whatever the case may be, I don't even know if I would pick up the shotty first. I got so many other fucking options here that the shotgun would probably be the best option to pick up. But just for the simple fact that I haven't shot it, I probably wouldn't pick it up. I don't know though. I don't know. J Dog said that's that old man shit. Oh, son. I'm thinking on the FN reflex. Oh, see, yeah, okay, over my head. Went way over my head. Just wanted to know if it was good or not. Not well versed on optics. Okay, Hollow Sun. Hollow Sun. Got you. My bad. I was I was way behind on that one. Got you though. I have not ran Hollow Sun before. I heard basically nothing but good about him though. Maybe something that might be sliding out of my head that I might be looking over, but I basically in my mind hear nothing but good about him. Semi-automatic shotguns are usually have shoot higher velocity loads to break it in. Okay, noted, 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 noted. That's crazy. I wouldn't have assumed that, but if I would need to, because I don't even know if the shotty is broken in. I just by the wear and tear on the receiver, nothing crazy, but just the scratches that were already on it when I got it. I'm assuming that it's been had its fair share of shots through it already. But I don't know if it was enough to break it in just by the look of it. Not Timu Sun. Timu Sun is crazy. I remember. I don't know. I forgot who made that video. It wasn't them that did that one. Somebody made a video testing a bunch of the Timu optics, the fake Hollow Suns and all that, the fake EOTech. They really went crazy with that fake EOTech. I can't think of who did it. They made like 3 or 4 videos trying to break that sucker. But I don't know. I still probably would never do it though. I don't know. This is all you need, son. Type shit. I just had a whole little scene play in my head just reading that. Old dude standing in front of you, passing you some shit like that. That high pizzy is bigger than my future. What? Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm tripping. Second phone is right here. A Yeet Cannon G1. That's a big motherfucker. That's a big motherfucker. God damn, grilled cheese. Bruh, that slide though. Dog. That's my main gripe with the high points. The size of that motherfucking slide. Say the air racks like a staccato. What? I'm not even surprised. That's a fat fucking slide. That's a lot of weight. Air racking the Yeet Cannon 1 million views. Easy. Facts. Put some John Wick sins and you're a winner, baby. Facts. But sheesh. I feel like even the one I seen in person, I can't even think of what model it was. They had two. They had a 9 and a 45. And that they don't even seem like the slides were that big. Like just looking at that on the camera, like Jesus, that's a motherfucking slide. The grip don't seem that bad. Like something you would see on like an older style pistol, or something maybe from the 70s or the 80s. But that motherfucking slide, boy, like people be saying, you can throw that. Like that's a weapon in itself. You catch somebody with that fucking cutout for the barrel, that big square slot right there. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that ain't doing damage. It rattles like a can of pennies. I would assume so. I would assume fucking so. The play in there is just immaculate. You got a whole jungle gym going on in there. I wonder if there's a channel that uh maybe went inside of a high point at some point and just tightened up all the internals. Just in the canon hope to make something better about it. Maybe just lighten the trigger pull, make it a little less heavy on the recoil, something. Well, well, I damn sure wasn't expecting it to be fit tight. I'm saying, do you know when you had I told you that there's a broken piece of plastic inside? Exactly what I was playing in my head when you said that, grilled cheese. I wouldn't like, no, still stand on my first thought. Like, I wonder if somebody actually ever tried to go inside, even if they had to machine some parts, like just say fuck it, like we finna tighten up some of these tolerances, get some of this better in play, and see if I can make a high point. A fucking, I don't even want to say better, because like if it's not a professional doing it, you don't know what the fuck you done did to that pistol, but you know, tighten up tolerances just to see what happens. Like you saying, just getting rid of some of the rattle, if that's the case. Like if you see something rattling, I tighten the tolerance, see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if anyone has ever even taken that stride, even just in fuck it standpoint. They just bored. They got the machines. Fuck it, we doing it. Like, I don't know if that's ever happened. Just looked it up. It retails for 350 brand new. Sheesh. See, that's a for a micro dot. That's a little out of my range. I usually set my range, even including shipping, at like about 275. So usually I'll say, yeah, I try to spend about 250. You know what I'm saying? So 350 is like, ooh, that motherfucker better be nice, like you said. I had that same mind state. You know what I'm saying? So no one saw you get it. You wear a safety mask. That's funny. When they ask, say, is it for you? No, it's for a friend. Oh shit! Don't get nobody in trouble now. Only gave 400 for the whole setup. Oh shit! See ya. That's not a loss at all. I feel like you could be upset, but shit, the replacement. I mean, if you don't like it, wouldn't you? I wouldn't really trip. You know what I'm saying? In some case scenarios, you could say you almost got a free optic. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how you're looking at it. You feel me? Or shit, you could be like, shit, I paid 50 bones for it. Oh, grumpy guy was there today, so you got off the hook. He doesn't give a fuck. Okay, okay, okay. My boy said, fuck it, came out with the cannon. I feel like, because just keeping it 1,000, I literally almost got a high point over that Rough Rider. Like, I was in the store, I didn't hold it, but I saw it in the shelf. I looked at it through the glass. They had a 9 and a 45, and I'm like, literally, like, about to say, sis, if I hold it, I'm gonna say fuck it. So let me not hold it. I even laughed with bro behind the counter. We cool peoples. And I'm like, hey, bro, I'm thinking about this high point. And he kind of just laughed it off for a minute, walked away for a second. When I made my decision, and I kind of was like, yeah, bro, I was thinking about the high point. He's like, nah, bro, I wasn't even going to let you do it, type shit. And I think he was dead serious. Like, if I would have said it and laughed about it, like, fuck it, because he don't even know I got the YouTube channel. You know, if I would have told him for purposes, he probably would have, like, he can't tell me no on what I'm going to buy. But like he laughed with me and was like, "Yeah, bro, like I was gonna talk you out of that. I was not gonna let you do it." Like, come on now. All these nice pistols you see me buy out of here. I come back for the E cannon and you think I'm not trolling? Like, come on now. But yeah, it almost happened. Just for shits and giggles. But I had a purpose. Well, I have a purpose behind the Rough Rider. So that's initially even then what I went in there for. But I was in my brain like shit, I could come back for this Rough Rider next week. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy that I could say that about a Rough Rider, but I didn't have the same confidence that those high points was gonna be on that shelf if I came back in the week. Nicknamed it the brick type shit. Facts. Free optic or 50 burgers for the FA reflex. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? How you want to look at it. You feel me? You can spin the narrative either way. Now I was initially going in there to check out the fucking the TX22. That's initially what I was going there to check out. But the specific store I was at, and I didn't have time to shoot to another one. Every single TX22 they had in stock already had the FRT in it, and the price was basically reflecting that. So I basically got shut out of that one. I didn't want to step into that, not really for that specific reason, but if it came with a stock trigger or the option to switch back, something like that, or if it was a little bit easier to do, I might have just said fuck it to have both. But it came FRT already installed, and I wasn't really set for that at the moment. That wasn't really for what I was trying to get the pistol for. Real cheese in all seriousness, 100%. Would you trust that high point in HTF? Ooh, I don't know, man. Ooh, that's a hot take, my brother. Ooh. So I talked to the punch up and picked it up and told him thank you. That's not shit. It's my opinion. Don't say a motherfucking word. I hit him with appreciate the love next time. You know what I'm saying? When I come back ready to do some more business, I tell him like, "Hey, bro, you showed me some love on this last one, yeah, but I wouldn't say go make it known. You feel me? Ordered online, had no choice but to pick it up. Okay, that makes sense. Since you could have just not showed up. I've never done FFL pickup before. Do they hold it for not a long amount of time before it's sent back, or however that works? Are you just shit out your money if you do that? How does that work? Because I know if you order online, for the most part, you pay into the website. It's not like you got to swipe your card when you get there. So if you don't show up, you're not really taking a loss. Like most of that's already paid for. So like, yeah, how would that? How would they treat that? Like I'm picking up one of my fucking unicorn guns or something, but then somehow, some way, life happened and I get tied up for 2.5 weeks. Like, am I just shit out of luck, or you know what I'm saying? Lift it and put it back down. Use it as a club or a hammer. He said, "Why is there 68 cases here?" That's funny. I couldn't fucking imagine. That's probably one of the funniest parts about working in certain gun stores. They might have like a trash model or something like that, but then they might have a lot of it, or something that's just not selling like that. Every time you go in the back, you just gotta look at a stockpile of just random bullshit. Like you saying, you just walk in the back, and you like, bruh, why do we have 68 fucking yeet cans? You out here like, yo, bro, it's 74 people in this county. We got 112 yeet cannons, bro. This not gonna work. We're gonna be sitting on these for a year, bro. That's another reason why I feel like I said fuck it for the Rough Rider. So many, it's either so many people got them or so many people don't want them at all that they just drop the fucking price. And then yeah, here come me, my jolly ass walking in, and I see that number, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take two. Same way I'm doing all 40s right now. I don't want 40. I bet. Every time I walk in the store, if I got it, shit, let me get 2 boxes of this. Oh shit, this one only this much? Alright, shit, yeah, let me get two of these. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put both of these up. Hell yeah, why not? Same with this 40 right here. Finna turn this 23 into a 357. Put it right on up. The only reason she out right now is because she's still 40. I got all the 40s out for 40 reasons. Soon as she ain't a 40 no more, she put up range purposes only. I ain't even tripping. The HK USP 40 would be crazy, J Dog. Once I'm back working, my brother, I'm stepping into a lot more shit. Of course, life gotta happen first. Nah, I can't just be like, I'm gonna tell y'all. Of course, the good news. Hey, bro, I got that. I can't say that. Don't be the next 3 weeks we popping out with shit. Nah, I gotta get some shit together first. But once shit is together, you know what I'm saying? I'm popping out with some shit that I've been meaning to touch for a long time. Some HKs is definitely in the lineup. Now I need to see you in action with this USP because I have not seen a lot of action with the USP. I've seen a lot of people show content with them. They are nice pistols. A lot of times they just spin the camera around them, but I haven't seen them get shot a lot. So I do want to see that. I do need to follow my own advice and go to the range and rent some pistols because I don't do that a lot. Well, I pretty much haven't done that at all. Speaking on like going to rent pistols and stuff like that. Like if I really certain models, like I've rented certain 226 models and all of that when I see them. I rented a Hellcat and all that before just to test them out, see if I like them. But I don't really do it a lot. Just done with guns and accessories now. Facts, optics and magazines. Facts, facts, facts. I was just saying that earlier. That's another thing I definitely need to hop on because I am tripping. Well, I'm kind of good with mags, but I need to get optics. Definitely need to get optics. I am tripping sitting on the optics that I am sitting on. They work, they do what it do, but for the good glass that's out here, I'm definitely not tripping optimizing what I have. But just even then, speaking on like I carry the 300, you know what I'm saying, more than a lot, and I'm pretty good with that micro dot. Like if I had to protect myself pretty much anywhere out to 100, I'm pretty much on point. You feel me? The USB 40. Sometimes you can find the law enforcement trade. Ooh, now that's another one I have never looked into. Is these law enforcement trades? I don't even know what website to go to scroll through this for fun. I have not looked into that before. I don't know if I need to be right now, but I would love to scroll through that because I haven't even checked in on that before. The ACOG for the L dub and the original ACOG, the AUG scope. Ooh, the ACOG for the L dub would be nice. The AUG scope to go with the AUG would be fire. He said you got the Hellcat Pro. Okay, facts. I hear good about the Hellcat Pro. When I first wanted to shoot the Hellcat, I rented the regular Hellcat. Didn't like it. My buddy has the Hellcat Pro Comp. Um, this was maybe 6 months ago. We all went to the range. He let me throw maybe 3 mags through it. We was switching back and forth with the pistols, and that one I had. It was okay. I wasn't necessarily throwing good groups with it. Might have been just my fault. But it's all right. I couldn't say I just got it in my hands and immediately loved it, but I think I could get used to it. Said, damn, that's like 2K. Sheesh. Said, gotta be looking. They come in batches. Okay, okay, okay. Because it's like I wouldn't say necessarily an auction thing, but it's like yeah, you gotta be paying attention because it come and it go just as fast as it, you know what I'm saying, supply and demand. Come on, come on, little bro. God damn, don't touch shit. And I got the USB 45. They had an HK 45, USB 45 compact, USB 40. It was the HK Horsey. We They had some good options. He went with the USB 45. That 45 compact might have been my go-to, just because I always fall in love with most compact models that I hold in my hands. That you would like a 9 millimeter. Yeah. Now, besides my 40s, I need to get a lot more nines. I got a shit ton of 45s. I got a shit ton of 40s. Most of my Tauruses are nine, and most of my Rugers are nine. The SR40 is my only 40 in Ruger, but I do need to get a lot more just basic 9 millimeter models. Now, J Dog, you gonna hate me, but that TP9 SFX is one that motherfucker feel marvelous in the hand. That motherfucker right there, with the full ambi, all that. Uh, Fucking Joe was basically just telling me it's like a little brother to the Mede type shit. That little motherfucker is one that I would definitely throw in the lineup. I might end up replacing one of the Tauruses with a TP. I don't know. I feel like that would be a good step up just to say fuck it, just to have it in the lineup real quick. And one of my fully dressed models, I can basically get trade value for what I could get for a TP9. You know what I'm saying? Might just say fuck it. Now, last time I went in, they had two twin models, fully dressed the exact same way, same stippling. They had some grip tape on it. Like it was everything was exactly the same. It was tan model, beautiful. Motherfucking they was both optic cut, all type of shit. They only wanted, I think it was like 275 a piece. Beautiful little joints. That was used, of course. But I don't know. I just caught myself, just kept staring at them. I was in there to handle some whole other business, and I just kept turning around. I kept coming up to the case, looking at the twin sets, and I'm like, bruh, like just these motherfuckers look nice. And I'm like, shit, let me hold one real quick. And I held it, and I'm like, I like this. Like I don't know why I like it so much because I haven't shot it, but like shit, like I need to. If you ever wrap your hot dog, fun this around one you wouldn't understand. But if you have, you know. Hot dog fondless. Crazy. Oh my god. Now I don't know how I feel about this CZ wave yet. I've shot a few, but I can't formulate a strong opinion just yet. Now the Canics, I've had a few Canics. I've had a couple of they way older models, not set up like how they are now. But uh, I always just felt like the stuff I was replacing it with was a step up, and then younger me just not realizing what I had in my hands. Just always felt like I was stepping up, even though I wasn't. Trying to tell you, put your own game type shit. You can miss me with those mechanics. I knew you was gonna come in with something, but nah, like uh, I haven't touched too many of the newer models. I'm just keeping it real. The only one I really absolutely would like to have is the TP9 SF Elite. That's just one that I felt like was just, oh my god, this is fire. Every time I hold one, every time I shoot one, I do fucking swell with it. Like I have zero complaints. The TP9 SFX is the other one. Everything else, Some of them I do feel like they got an odd look to them, shit like that. Like I probably wouldn't get it necessarily because of the looks, but if I got one in my hands and I shot good with it, I mean, shit, fuck it, go to the house. Damn near 12 o'clock. You out here barking. Oh, it's 12:23. You out here damn barking. I handled a V Glock today. The trigger was really good, but the V on the side is the rainbow. Yeah, I've held the 17V. Uh, my store has both. I held the 17. I didn't try the trigger like a dumbass. I didn't try the trigger. I just held it, looked at it, spun it around a few times. It was like, get this shit out my hands. But I should go back and try that trigger out though. But I did fondle it a little bit. I see you trade up. You said you'll never fondle a V model. I don't know. I seen it. I was already talking to bro when I seen it, and I kind of just slid my arms down the rail, like, "Oh shit, hold on." You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to hold it? I'm like, "Shit, let me see." Fuck it. You got the 365 tack. I don't know the tack model. Is that? I'm assuming that's with the threaded and all that good shit. Said that's the good one. Okay, okay, okay. They still had 3 Gen 5 19s. Thought about it. Ooh. Now I've had around maybe 3 or 4 17s. I have never had a 19. Uh, before I got this, well, the same day I got this 23, they had a fucking. Okay, I was tripping when I first went in the shop. The first time they before the Rough Rider, all that shit. The same 19 was in there. I looked at it through the glass. They got some real kind of dusty, fucked up glass in there. I looked at the 19. It was all red. I'm like, who the fuck sprayed that fucking 19 red and then pawned it? Like, what the fuck? I didn't look too close at it. I'm like, all right, I don't want it. Dip. But it was for an awesome price. Like, way less than 4 cheeseburgers type shit. Uh, I come back. The same exact Glock is still in there, but they put it in a different spot and some way clearer glass. So now I'm looking at it and I get a good look up on it, and I'm like, oh, hold on, like that's the actual color of the frame. Like every single piece is, perfectly Cerakoted red. Like slide is like everything was perfect. Like internals, you can tell everything was, thorough and through with it. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh fuck. But they didn't change that price from 325 to 700. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa, like that's crazy. So I almost should have did it, but I didn't even want to go through the process of. I'm thinking I had to go through the process of removing the red, getting a bunch of acetone, doing the whole shit. I didn't want to do none of that. I was like, yeah, no, red is out the option. And I'm talking, it was fully red, like everything was red, sights included, like everything was red. Like I did not want to get into that because I thought I was gonna want to remove it, but then I looked at it again and I'm like, no, that's on there. So yeah, nah. I do want to spin back and get a good look at it, but nah, I'm probably not grabbing it. High point is superior to the V model is crazy. Alonzo, what's up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? How the night going? Yeah, I'll, really want 19 next. I don't know if they are still available. Ooh, I don't know when the last time I even saw 19 next. Where I am, so all you got is 19 next. Love to steal night sights. Facts. I need to put some steel night sights on my 22. I want to put some. Wow, do they make steel suppressor height sights? I want to put some co-witness suppressor height sights on the 22 because that's my only MOS model. I do want to do that, and in the future, I do want to switch out a couple of these sights. But I like the Glock sights for what they are. I ain't gonna say I like, but I'm pretty good with them with what they are. Hold on. Damn it. Facts. Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Ameriglow. The Ameriglow sight. The Ameriglow sights. That's good shit. And they don't really run you a lot neither. So shit, I feel like it's always a good swap. Everybody marching them up like a bunch of gay lords. Facts. Said that's all you run on the Glocks. I feel you. My 43X, I believe, has a Ameriglow. That's not True Glow. I believe they're Ameriglow. And I believe that's the only one that I have that has uh, any sort of tritium night, any sort of reflective sight. My Kimber has built-in night sights. Trying to think through everything. The Taurus Revolver has a fluorescent front sight. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I think my PT-111 Millennium Pro has a night sight front sight, but the rear sight is a what the fuck you call it? It's like a Glock style almost with the white square, not the two dots. Whatever the fuck that's called. But the front sight is a night sight. I'm trying to think what else. I think everything else is pretty much OEM off the top of my head. Oh no, I'm lying. My Millennium G2 has fucking what do you call them? Basically the fake Glock sights. I think they're Magpul or something to that effect. But for the most part, they come from just being used pawn shop purchases type shit. Like the last owner put them on, didn't take them off before he sold them type shit. So I just ended up with them. So if I do switch them out, I'll just keep them for extras type shit. Now what I need is a front sight remover tool. So I'm probably gonna have to end up getting some sights anyway, just to get the tool. I don't want to just get the tool. I know that's probably smarter, but I'm gonna probably just say fuck it, just buy some sights so I can have one anyway. Now, if I replace the sights on anything right now, I would probably maybe take these 1911 sights to a gunsmith, see if I can get them nailed down a little bit, or see if I can get some smaller replacement sights or something with a bigger V in the middle. Don J, what's up, my brother? Dad join. Okay, yeah, what's up, my brother? For sure, for sure. We just on here chilling. We ain't got too many hot topics flowing right now. We just talking different calibers and all that. Right now, we talking sights. different sites that we running on our models. Mainly the Glocks at the moment. Just spitting a joke real quick. It's still funny to me how fast they put them fucking buttons on these V models. I still gotta say it every once in a while. That's just so fucking funny to me. Like we literally lasted what 5 days. Circulated the models, all that. They put them in the stores 5 days later. Come on now. That just stands up to the point we all make in all of our lives. We all press the fucking subject every time it come up. Like, come on now. You make laws. You are only you ain't stopping nobody. Criminals do not care. They act like these fools can't just walk in Harbor Freight and buy tools like anybody else. They act like they're fifth graders. No, these are grown ass men. Come on now. Might scam me after they made a shipping label, but no update since. Been like 19 days. Sheesh. 19 days is crazy. Yeah, I would have called the customer service. Some got somebody on the phone about that. Don J, I might be tripping, dog. Do I need to sub to a new channel? Who Pops is? Is this somebody I might be already sub to? Who we talking about? Might need to ask him a question about some hosters. Okay, okay. That's another thing I need to get into is some fucking hosters. What's up, Pat? First of all, my brother, how you doing? My guy just popped in out of nowhere. What's up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? Might go later on tonight. Okay, okay. Shit, I'm probably gonna be up for a minute, man. The Gemini show probably gonna do. He said he was gonna do a VR live later on, and I've been really into the VR gameplay, so he was just perfect timing with that, doing that. So that's who I've been catching on like the after midnight live type shit. J-Dog, you said you on the way to the crib. You said you driving home. I don't know if you're running one tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm just chilling. I think my lady ain't going on break till like one something. So I might just run it. I see they kind of giving me views back and forth. Earlier, they only gave me about 340. And like I said, I ain't never tripping, but I am trying to push that little bar up type shit. See what they do on the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? The website. No, I've gotten from them before though, which is crazy. I'm trying to remember how long shipping took. I know it wasn't more than 2 weeks though. The website looked legit when I asked them to move my order to account made. Hopefully they are just busy. Maybe. I mean, mind you, a lot of the internet shit got knocked out a few days ago with that AI shit and all that. So maybe they purchase system got down or one of their backup systems or something got messed up. I don't know. A lot of things could be at play, but 19 days is crazy, especially without an update. I feel like they owe you something for that at the least. You know what I'm saying? Discount code, something. They could have one thing ready made in the box while they wait for the other. Just okay, yeah, that too, that too. Facts. Dealt with companies' car parts. Sometimes they're so mismanaged. I had to fight with them to get off parts. Yeah, I hear some horror stories, especially with these shipping companies. especially like they tell us firearms people. You know, a lot of companies already know that to like not deal with FedEx and stuff like that. Don't have your stuff shipped through certain places, or if you in certain states getting shipped through certain states, they already know that theft is like a high thing. Knowing certain places, you know, certain packages go certain places. Uh, I hear that a lot, and like a growing issue too. But like I've always heard that when we shop on certain websites, that's why you don't see FedEx as an option, is because theft is kind of so high of a thing. Uh, that specific company is sometimes anti 2A in some places, and once they realize what certain packages is, and all of a sudden they lost shit like that. I hear it. I don't know how true some of it is, but I do hear it. I thought you okay. My bad, y'all. Nah, you know, Papa probably knocked out sleep right now. We might catch him in maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours type shit. You know how he do. Try to forget about that. Need to get a real holster for Christmas. You need it. Damn. Nah, we need to get Papa a holster messing with that damn PVC he was showing us. Now, I know he got a real one, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. But nah, yeah, facts. He definitely one of them people. You definitely got to instantly connect. You know what I'm saying? Some people just have that effect. You know what I'm saying? I used to be one of them people, but I definitely got to work on some of my talking points and talking skills. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to get a lot of that back together, especially if I'm gonna be doing stuff like this, talking to people, and some people come on here actually having some very valid, great points. And you know, even if we talking about a small topic, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be able to keep up with folks. Not necessarily just here to prove people wrong, but you know, you just gotta be able to have intellect and basic conversation. I try to be at least one of them people now. So what's that little AR there? I haven't heard the story of that little guy. Oh, about the 300. That's the 300 blackout, my brother. Shit, I'll pick y'all up real quick. Oh shit, what's up, Bruce? Bruce. Yeah, how you doing, my brother? The night is treating you well. This right here, Pat. I thought I put this in the group a few times. But yes, 300 blackout. Uh, let me see. I just went stud brain real quick. But yeah, 300 blackout. It's sitting on the Anderson lower. The upper is like a amalgamation of fucking BCM PSA parts. Nickel boron BCG. That's a primary arms optic. Let's see if I can get you on there. There you go. That's a primary arms micro dot. I initially was running that on a pistol. I wanted to take this to the range, and one of the ranges was like, "Yeah, no, we don't really want you throwing far shots without optics type shit." So I was like, "Fuck it, let me just switch this over." I had a little riser that came with it, and I just never switched it back type shit. I just shot good with it that day. I'm like, "Yeah, let me just keep this on, put a zero on it, let me see what it do." And I just kind of never took it off. So I do want to put some better glass on here, but I ain't gonna lie, this little micro dot out to like 100, she do pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? But I do need to put a front iron on. You know what I'm saying? Money just tight. I think that's either a Magpul or a Ruger. That's a Ruger rear sight. So I was honestly just looking for a Ruger front sight to match it, type shit. And I was pretty much gonna be done with it after that. I wanted to put some mounts on it, maybe a flashlight or something, just to use some of this little M-lock mount, on the sideline. But I don't know. I ain't never really did nothing like that before. I'm not good with wiring flashlights and doing all that shit just yet. So I didn't want to test it on that because I actually bring this places. Like I actually use this. This come with me. You know what I'm saying? So I might try it on one of the throwaway rifles or something like that just to get used to it. But this, how it's set up, I use this. Sometimes I throw a little sling on there. That's why I put the SBR on it. I need to get a QD mount so I can actually mount it, but the other side is pretty scratched up because I'm left-handed, so I run the sling on the other side type shit. Yeah, let me catch up with y'all real quick. I'll show y'all the other ones in a second. Let me get with y'all. I was supposed to bring the 450 out, but I was trying to keep the camera angle good how this is, and I couldn't really fit one more without making it weird, so I just ran it like this. Shot the G19 in my pocket with a step foot slide. Grazed me and ruined my pants. What? Now, how in the fuck did you do that? Oh yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see what Bruce sent me now. We gonna do some content with that motherfucker. Now I can't wait for that now. That's gonna be something we gonna push out for sure, for sure. Need to put need to put a muzzle full grip to the back. It looks like that would grab the muzzle device. Oh, I do. I I'm pretty cool with it where it's at just because of how I grab it. I had a larger one on there that actually had that issue. That one kind of just runs perfect because I kind of two finger grab it tight. But you are correct. That was a necessary fear of mine, especially when I let other people shoot it. That's another thing that I always show first is like, okay, let me see how you're gonna grab it. Before we even load it or do anything, let me see how you're gonna run it. Let me see where your fingers at. All that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're running something like a 5 inch, because I got a few 5 inch joints, and I always try to make sure people understand first that it's going to recoil. Keep your hand in place. You don't want to put your hand in front of this muzzle. It got a super light trigger, stuff like that. Ooh, excuse me. But y'all always try to clarify that first before I even, delve into any of that. They said crazy. I don't use my SM19. Some issues with it. What's the SM19? The SCT parts. I'm assuming that's we're talking on some sort of clone right now. Do a Gen 5 firing pin. No light strikes, but I'm using all EM Glock parts in the 19. God damn, I thought the Gen 5 parts was only Gen 5 capable. But I would assume internals are mostly the same size, especially if they all same caliber. I'm assuming that was the whole point of this whole V series issue is the different firing pin size and all that extra shit. So yeah, I'm assuming I'm wrong on that one. The safety plunger gets stuck in the slide. That's a scary one. If something snap or gets stuck in place, yeah, that's a scary one right there. Try getting an all OEM kit. Yeah, I feel like them hard to get your hands on right now. Damn, I'm hearing y'all though. We talking about the G's having the jams. I forgot who live I was just in. They was just talking about this. Talking about, yeah, bro. It was people in chat just talking shit. Oh, Glocks don't jam, bro. Y'all tripping. But, hey, nah. Say you can't put too much confidence in it. At the same time, you gotta be careful what you throw all your confidence in. Only have the only issues I have now is from using crappy extended KCI mags and drums. I haven't ran no drums, but I do have my what's in there now? Nah, it's a Glock mag. The 23 has a KCI 22 round mag, and I haven't had issues with it so far, but I always keep a lookout when I use it. If I ain't tripping, that's the one I put white marker, put some white marker on it so I can identify it when I see it, type shit. The OEM 33s run perfect though. Do I have some 33s? I got one 33 round. No. I'm lying to you. I got a Glock 33 round and I got a what's that other one? It's not a KCI. It's not a mag pull. Ooh, I don't want to lie to you. And that mag is upstairs. Damn it. I have another 33 round that has not given me issues. But most of my extended mags are from Glock though. The main version of yours turn backwards to lock the hand in place between. Okay, yeah, exactly. That's what I should have did. That's what I should have did. I definitely like that too. See it now. You got me thinking. But with that one, I would try it. I should just try it next time I go to the range to see how I like it. But the way I grabbed the handguard specifically, I pretty much got that one locked in. Oh, you talking about some Stifler slides? Okay, they cut the Gen 5 firing pin hole so it works. Oh, see, that's another one I need to get onto is a Stifler slide. This slide is so crazy. That's another reason I need me a 19 lower. I know he makes some other models. I just can't get them all off the top of my head right now. He said it seemed to work in my pocket. Oh my god. Sounds like a SCT issue. Get OEM up her kid and see how she runs. That's what I hear most people say as advice when they have those issues. Because I think Llama was having that issue, and if I'm correct, that's what Stifler even told him to do. Like out of his own, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, put an OEM on it and see what it do. See if he still had the same issue. And he was like, report back, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Getting the slides also was a disaster. Mixed up my order, sent the blimp slide. Also replacement was still not right. Oh man. Only if you see my face after it happened. It was like a video when the referee shot the gun in his pocket on the live stream. Sheesh. Just 10 seconds of dead silence. Hey, nah, Don, I can't say I have not done that before now. I can't say I haven't. Way back in the day. It's too kind of crazy of a story to get into on here, but I had a what was it? What was it? It was a oh man, it was a Smith and Wesson little micro 9 millimeter, some old school joint with the pop out mag. I cannot think of the specific model. It wasn't the RA because that's the Remington. What was it? It was a Smith and Wesson. No safety, no nothing, just trigger. No slide lock, no nothing. Little old school joint. And that little motherfucker went off in my pocket type shit. This was way back in the day. So yeah, I can't say I haven't done it. And that motherfucker left a good imprint on my leg, all type of shit. Exactly like you said. I haven't had I can't say I've had my fair share of NDs, but I've had my fair share of NDs now. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, we talking shit about SCT right now. Sheesh. He's sending the strip. He's sending me a strip 26 with the Arctic camo. Ooh, turbo cut. Tags. They will add a channel liner for you though. Okay, okay, okay. But I'm taking notes too now, because like I said, I do want to get into some of these slides. I wish they were making some of these higher calibers, because I'm mainly touching the 40 slides right now, or really just 40s in general. So I wish I could get into something like that and get it designed up. Okay, I type my RMR screws, lost one, and they sending me a free replacement. That's hard. You said, tell us about it, G. Did you get hit? Nah, I was standing in front of like a mulch flower bed type shit. Okay, so I'll go into a little bit of detail, but I ain't gonna go crazy. I'm just getting off work, my brother. I carry at work. I carry in all case scenarios. You know what I'm saying? I'm baby EDC when it come to that. You know what I'm saying? I've been on that for a minute. So yeah, I'm just getting off. Uh uh. Let me see. I'm trying to sugarcoat the best I can. So shit get to happening. I get into it with some people. I got it, one in the chamber in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Not the baby shield, not the baby shield. It's a way old model. It was like a SA9 or something like that, like a real old school tiny joint, like size of the palm of your hand, small little thing. Like it looked like it's supposed to be a 380, but it was a nine type shit. I cannot think of the name of that little thing. It wasn't the SA9. I just made that up, but something to that effect. But yeah, as soon as I put my hand on my shorts, man, that little motherfucker popped off on me. Uh, I had some corduroy pants on, my nice basketball shorts under that, all type of shit. Just went straight through the holster, straight through the basketball shorts, blew a nice hole straight in the jeans, all type of shit. But my fourth thought probably at the time was to locate that round, of course, and you could see the big puff up of dirt where it jumped into the ground type shit. Now I ain't dig in for the lead, but I made sure I knew where that round went. That's why I went to Simple Turbo for the ported barrel, no crazy cuts. True, true, true. Said you prefer OEM slides, grilled cheese? That's a. I mean, I could say I probably prefer them just because that's what I got most experience with. If I see them in a store next to each other, I would probably go with a OEM slide over something crazy, unless it's something where the price point makes sense and I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I need that. But for the most part, I see them and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, but I'm good for the moment. Like none of them really catch my hot eye. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for the most part, yeah, yeah. Took the camera down. Oh man, Bruce, I need to get me a fucking another tripod. I'll show you what the camera is on right now, cause yeah, it's bad. They just got home and there might be a Minecraft stream later. Okay, let me know, J Dog. Let me know. Or shit, just give me a time point so I know when to be up. I would rather have reliability over grip. Facts. 100% on that one. Let me catch up with y'all real quick. I'll pick this camera up. What about Fallout 4 fresh replay? Fallout 4 would be nice too. I haven't seen too much of Fallout 4. Actually, I've been playing Fable. Haven't heard of Fable. I could do that one unless I can't shut the music off. I would like to see Fable too, because I don't know too much about that one. I'm always cool to see some new shit. Like I said, I was watching Cud do the VR live last night just because I'm like, oh shit, I ain't seen this before. Let me see what this about. He was playing some shit. What was it called? He was playing some shit called Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades, if I'm saying that correctly, on the VR. And that was a cool ass game. He was at the range in the game shooting like real looking pistol. Like the shit was crazy. It was cool as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie. He said if that happened to me, I'd never carry a gun in my waist again. To me, do it F with perfection. Yeah, I feel you on that, grilled cheese. I definitely feel you on that. But shit, J Dog. If I could tell the whole fucking story without sugarcoating it, you would feel me at the end of the day. But uh, I was tripping. Like it was all my fault. I was carrying fucking no safety, no slide lock. It was a press button. It was the how you got your mag release at the bottom of the mag instead of an actual push button mag release. It was like an old school joint. Like I had no business carrying one in the chamber, let alone in a soft point, no waistband carry holster. You know what I'm saying? I was tripping. As soon as I put my finger on the trigger, it's over with. And I didn't even put my finger on the trigger. I put it on the trigger on the outside of the holster. Like I touched it from the outside and that bitch went off. Type shit. So I couldn't find my little one off only. Shit. I was in my garage after work as well, but I think I bounced off my garage floor and went into the wall. Oof. See, yeah, that's a scary one. That's a fucking scary one. Every time I'm in the garage, I look, but I still haven't found anything. Oof. See, yeah, that is kind of my worst fear in that case scenario. Is one of the first things I'm gonna think of is, yeah, let me find this round. And if you look for a minute and you can't find it, that's crazy. Especially if it's like an odd direction, or if it went in and you like, ooh, I hope it ain't go that way. You know what I'm saying? Said you never had a problem with a dagger. I was looking at the what's it called, the RXM versus the dagger as a potential next grab. Um, what's it called? What's it called? Joe had a fucking RXM on his wall with the Sharps Brothers frames, all that. He talked real highly good about it. Um, I haven't held one in my hands. That's my next step. I want to go hold both. I got a PSA not too far from me, and I don't know if they're gonna carry the RXM, knowing that that's their, I guess, quote unquote competition. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't been in there in a minute. I don't know if they carry them, but I do want to carry both at around the same time so I can get a good comparison, see what I want to do. But shit, knowing me, I'm probably gonna grab both. But at the same time, I want to see which one I like more. Brantley said he going to sleep. All right, my brother. Peace and love, my dog. Catch you on the next one, my guy. Hope you have a wonderful night. Ooh, shit. Damn, my girl just texted me. She on break, too. Damn. Blood ran down my ankle. I was more worried about what the fuck happened versus me being hit. Yeah. Um, damn, let me remember right. I ain't bleed too much. I had a real good imprint, though. Like, It was slide, grip, trigger well, the whole 9 yards. Like it imprinted the whole. You feel me? Bleeding wise, nah, I don't think I caught anything of the sorts. It was pretty much just hot. Everything that was just hot, imprinted type shit. Cause the back side of the holster was like a thin mesh type. Like the front side was soft point holster, and then the inside was like a mesh, so it didn't really have much to burn through. You know what I'm saying? Yep, there she goes. How long we been running, brothers? 125 minutes. Felt like going red hot hammer smacks the fuck on my thigh. Facts. He stayed there for a bit. Facts. See, yeah, mine was on the inner part of the left type shit. So yeah, that that bitch was hot. I felt the fuck out of that. Damn. This is she on her 30. I need to catch the lady while she on her break. We need to chop it up real quick. He said we animals for that. Nah, I got some more stories too. Nah. Oh man. Nah, I got some stories for your ass, my brother. I done felt the 40, a 5.56, 22, all type of shit. Nah. He said, "Oh, bad." Nah, yeah, exactly that. Damn, and the phone on 10%. Yeah. Said it's 105 for me. Yeah, boys. I think I need to call it for a minute. Might have to hop back on in a second if y'all do want to come back and kick it with your boy. But the lady is on her 30. I need to tap for her real quick. At least for this 30. Might hop back on right after that though. So did you pull the trigger? Okay, so technically, like and now mind you, I ran this back second by second in my head. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, technically, okay. So damn, I wish I could kind of step in front of the camera, but I ain't gonna do all that. But like, I had it in a basically like one of those Kydex soft holsters type, and it was like a soft back to it, and like it was like a real soft holster. Like it was a holster, but it wasn't technically. It was just like a little soft bag type shit technically. But uh, so yeah, I had it in the little holster. As soon as I put my finger to the back side of the holster where the trigger well was, like it was way too small for the holster, all type of shit. So as soon as I touched it and it got point of that all that cloth up in there, it just pulled the trigger back. It was one in the chamber and it was already short reset on that short Smith and Wesson in the first place. So as soon as it got that little bit of play, it took it. Like I've even tested it after that. Like took it out, put one in the chamber just to feel the reset, like second by second. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I see exactly how that happened. You know what I'm saying? Same thing he's saying, 100% my fault. 100% my fault. I don't blame anything but me reacting fast and fucking, you know, putting my hands too quick, grabbing shit with way too much strength. You know what I'm saying? Being in that moment, of course. For some reason, I reach and grab it, pull the trigger. Facts. Overall safety is bad for you. Hope you feel better. So, nah, yeah, this was way a while ago. That was way a while ago. Younger years before I was anywhere close to knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as soon as I touched that soft part of that back of that holster and everything, like I had it in my shorts pocket. So it was, shorts in hand, fucking holster in hand, all type of shit. And I went to grab it to grab the entire holster, and then I had everything with it. And once it all clumped up, yep, over with. I don't have the holster no more, but I still got the shorts. Bruce said, "Yikes." Nah, yeah, that's a crazy one. I got some more, but the craziest one. Oh, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Sheesh. Because wacky work hours, maybe four. Sheesh. That's a crazy one. Yeah, mine was maybe 6, 7 years ago. Type shit, type shit. But let me stop tripping. Yeah, fellas, I do need to hop though. It's 109, 110 for me. Y'all might see me back definitely before 2 o'clock. Let me not waste too much time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tap with the lady. But yeah, Bruce, I'm using this thing as my phone holder right now. It just sits and holds the phone up. So that's all I got. My damn, hold on. This is my fuck is it? This. This was my raggedy tripod, the little rise up joint. This broke off. This was the phone holder. Ain't no type of super glue or none of my sticky shit working to fix this. It was a bipod because Try actually broke off, so it's actually a bipod. So this was what I was using to get the good angles, but as you can see, I can't really. You feel me? So coming soon. I just gotta fix my shit. We struggling, but yeah, I'm using this. It's okay. It do something, but it's not holding the angle how I need to, like you said. But we gonna work on that. I'm gonna actually try to sit out here and mess with some of these angles and get this together. Cause I see what you're saying. I need it to be like right there. So if I could prop it up, do some shit safely. But every time I do that, it want to fall forward. So yeah, I just gotta work on keeping it. Gotta keep it right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna work on that. We gonna work on that. Property manager where I work, he wants his cleaning. His cleaning is done and shot a hole in the floor with him and his wife in there. Oh my god. He only dropped the mag. What the hell did he have? I'm gonna fucking die if you come here and say it's a 320. But yeah, what the fuck was he cleaning? Oh no, I'm tripping. He said clearing. He was clearing his gun and shot a hole in the floor. Sheesh. Now I got another story about a real spicy 308, but I ain't got time for that one right now. If y'all come back, I'll drop that one in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It was a Glock. That's crazy. That's a crazy one. Didn't clear the chamber, of course. It always go. God dog. Shit, man, that's a crazy one. I'd be like, shit, look at dude, you need to practice some more. Drop the mag and then pull the trigger. What the fuck? That's a scary one right there. That'll make you really think about how you moving around with your firearms. You know what I'm saying? Hope he learned his lesson from that one. He broke what 2 rules? You know what I'm saying? 2 real basic rules. Check that motherfucking chamber. I'm tripping. Yeah, boys. I'm wasting time. Let me get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He said, I hope he wouldn't do that again. Facts. Facts. I'm saying. Because I haven't made that mistake in a very long time. And I will say, even from the past, I definitely learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? Of course. As much as we fucking manipulate these, loaded chamber, all type of shit. Like shit. Shit, you see. You know what I'm saying? You see. You know what I'm saying? Now these, just for stationary purposes, they kind of stay unloaded. But everything else, nah, we ain't gonna get into all that. But you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, facts, boys. I hate to leave y'all on these notes, man. I wanted to run it a little longer, but yeah, man. Let me get back out of here. I'm gonna run it again though. I probably ain't even gonna put none of this up. I might add some more to it. We chilling. But yeah, let me dip real quick. I'll see y'all in about 20, 30 minutes type shit. We gonna run it back. Unless somebody beat me to it. I think J Dog said he might run some gaming joint, so I don't know exactly what time he said. But if somebody beat me to it, come on with it. Let me know. But for right now, I'm chilling. I'm gonna jump off for a second. Y'all gonna see me again. But love y'all boys. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Let me dip. I'll see y'all in a minute. If not, y'all be safe. Have a good night. Stay strapped. Keep yourself in the crib if you're staying in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Safety, brothers. Much love. Deuces, deuces.